Hey guys, it's Rob from Georgia, aka VHS82 apostrophe, with a bit of an intro video for you as I go back into my shelf-by-shelf Blu-ray collection as a result of multiple orders since the last time I did it, and as well, I've gone 4K, but it's okay because it's region-free 4K. So we got that as well. Also, a little bit of laundry. I don't do a lot of original content on my video channel, mostly due to, well, you can find me, BodyBags, each and every Wednesday night. I'm your Wednesday host for there. You can also find me of late on Bay of Blood podcast, the Black and White Nights commentary sessions that we've been doing. Man, you can also find me on Letterboxd. Do a few things on there occasionally as well. I've just recently guested on the 22 Shots of Moodz and Horror, OG versus Remake, the Crazies episode. You can see that as well, or go and listen to that as well. I will drop all those links down below. Again, this will serve as my intro video to my latest revisiting of my Blu-ray shelf by shelf. So, what are we waiting for? Let's do this thing. Alright guys, let's go ahead and continue on shelf number 3. Sort of pick up where we left off. We're still in MGM. The remake to Overboard. It's not bad. Again, chick legs. I got a few of these in here, right? Let's see. Continuing on. UK release of The Resurrected, based on H.P. Lovecraft stories of his. Can't remember which one off the top of my head, but this is the. It was the UK release, right? Nice artwork. Let's see. Of course, classic Return of the Living Dead. Beautiful. The Rocky franchise, at least right up to Rocky Balboa. Classic films, right? You can't usually go around throwing one of these in. Okay, New Line Cinema, the only one. That is until Nightmare on Elm Street gets a really nice release as a single film. I'll pick it up. But the number 23. Recently, my wife actually wanted this, and so we got it, and it was a fun film, man. Fun film. Into some Paramount. Crawl. Aja, man. This was some good stuff, man. This was a nice surprise last year. Beautiful surprise. What a great film that one was. If you've not seen Crawl. Indiana Jones, The Complete Adventures, the first 4 films. My daughter got this for me for probably my birthday or something. Great. Awesome films, man. I had a kid sitting in the theater watching the first few of these movies, man. It's awesome. Ghost Protocol. Tom Cruise, Star Trek Into Darkness. I wasn't really I love Star Trek, huge Star Trek fan, but I was not a big fan of Into Darkness. Love the first film and the third one more than the second one, but should have left Con alone. Quiet Place. Great movie, man. Looking forward to seeing the sequel if we ever get to. All right, into some cult platinum or platinum cult edition. This is the German release of Extra. 5-6 discs or something crazy, man. It's the soundtrack in there and everything, multiple versions of the film. It's just epic release out of Germany. I love being region free, man. Just one from Rare Video, and of course Margariti's The Long Hair of Death. If you've never seen this one, you need to. This movie is freaking awesome, and this release is a great release of the film. Okay, a couple from RLG. Brawl in Cell Block 99. Yeah, Vince Vaughn, man. It's awesome. It's good stuff right there. Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich. I got some Fabio Frizzi doing the score to this film. Good stuff, man. And, of course, another surprise hit of late, VFW from Bigos? Guy who did Almost Human and, what was the other one? I can't think of it right now, but... man, I'm telling you, man, the score is very Carpenter-esque. You put this movie in, it's almost like you're putting in an old Carpenter film. It's wow. That is great film. IFC. Or actually the beginning of my Scream Factory. I kind of did a double take on that one. I'm like, didn't we just cover IFC? Yeah, so we'll just beginning on my Scream Autopsy of Jane Doe, great movie, man. No one ever really talks about this movie a whole lot, but this was fantastic. The original Black Christmas, it doesn't get better than this, does it, man? This movie is, it's just classic. It's absolutely classic. Burning, we just recently revisited this, but did this for the Black and White Nights commentaries via Band Blood podcast. Man, this was great, man. This is great watching in black and white. Another box set here, the Critters collection. Great. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Dreamscape, just a favorite of mine when I was a kid. Some Dennis Quaid. That Max Van Sydow in this too. Good stuff. The Halloween, the 10-disc set collection, blue, right up through Zombies films. Good stuff. I caught this on the cheap at Walmart, man. It wasn't like 24 bucks or something. The standalone Scream Factory release of Halloween 2, classic, absolutely classic. One of the best sequels ever. Scream Factory's release of Exorcist 3 Legion, awesome, man. Love this film, absolutely awesome. Another H.P. Lovecraft From Beyond, good stuff, man. Classic from my youth, man. Hell Night, it's good stuff, man. Linda Blair, man. It's Alive trilogy, beautiful stuff, man. Saw this on the drive-in when I was a kid, man. Awesome, awesome. Another classic, remember this having the cover of Fango when I was a kid. Motel Hell. One of the best chainsaw fights at the end ever, man. Takashi Mike, Over Your Dead Body. Have not watched this yet, actually. I need to. Tin case for the original Piranha. James Cox sent this to me. It's awesome, man. Beautiful. All right, man. One of the better boxes I got. The Wreck collection is freaking awesome. I love it, man. So, and 22 Shot just covered this not too long ago. Oh, man. Classic John Carpenter. They Live. Roddy Piper and Carpenter have the commentary track on that. Another Thing from Scream Factory. It's got some great extras on there. Mick Garris's interview with John Carpenter is pretty awesome, man. I'll agree with Moodz, man. This is one of the best double feature releases ever, man. TerrorVision and The Video Dead. Some good stuff, man. Scream Factory's had some nice double feature releases. This is pretty new to my collection. Death Ship. George Kennedy, man. Richard Crenna. Good stuff, man. All right, into actually, holy smokes, is that Scorpion? What is this? Yeah, Scorpion. So I'm sorry, out of our Scream Factories now into some Scorpion, Death Ship, classic, humongous, man, classic film when I was a kid. Canadian horror, man. Man, got a few of these Scorpions in here. Dario Argento opera, one of my favorite films from Argento. This movie's so awesome. And it might be his last great film. Maybe. Fulci the Psychic. New fan of this, man. This movie's so awesome. I loved it. Slow burn a bit, but the ending is so awesome, man. Lucio Fulci, man. And then Silent Scream. Another classic. You know, as a kid, I thought the main guy in here, I thought he was the lead singer from The Cars. Funniest thing. He does look like him a little bit. And Tower of Evil, or Horror on Snape Island. Man, that's classic, man. British horror. Classic British horror. All right, moving into just one Severn. The Wild Beast, man. Italian horror. I love this, man. PCP gets pumped into City's water supply. I think it's Frankfurt, Germany. And zoo animals, man. Get out of the zoo. It's freaking awesome, man. It's got some great scenes in there, man. Classic if you have never seen The Wild Beast. All right, and just a couple shouts. Galaxy of Terror, good stuff right there, man. Roger Corman, goodness, man. And James Cameron was what do you call it? Part of the crew there, and whatnot. This was a pivotal movie for James Cameron on his way up. monster or why am I not thinking? Humanoids from the Deep. Gee whiz. Classic, classic, classic. All right, into some Sony. Evil Dead Remake. This is part of our Black and White Nights commentaries as well. This was the first one we did. Saw this on the screen. This movie was awesome though, man, especially watching it black and white. I'm going to appreciate this one over time, more and more. It doesn't get credited enough for the practical effects. Unfortunately, I think they kind of get wiped out a little bit by the being shot in digital, but let's see, just a little bit of Godzilla action right there. All right, Kino. Cannibal Apocalypse, John Saxon, goodness, man. Beautiful. And just a couple from Studio Canal. Actually, that's Studio Canal as well, and Kino. The Dam Busters, man. Great, one of the best British Air Force films, World War II ever, man. Blowing up the German dams, man. It's good stuff, based on true story. Good stuff. And what is this? Summit. Exile Ridge. Pretty darn good war film, man. Pretty darn good war film, man. All right, from Summit still. Now You See Me. Still haven't opened. None of those Walmart promos. Isn't that funny? All right, from Synapse, just a few. Intruder. Recently did that on the Black and White Nights commentaries as well. Geez, man, in 1989, man, this is like the farewell to the 80s, man. Sam Raimi's in there, Ted Raimi's in here. Siegel directed. Campbell cameo. It's beautiful. Good stuff. I have not watched this, even though I opened it. This is new to my collection. Mosquito. Some Gunnar Hansen action in there. All right, Tiberius Films. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 or H2. Picked this up mainly for the artwork, man. I think the artwork is freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome. It's all German though. It's beautiful. Let's see, from TriStar, Night of the Creeps, classic Tom Atkins action. Classic. Okay, 3 from Umbrella. The Blob remake, classic. One of the best remakes. It's awesome. Tom Savini's 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead. One of the better remakes out there, man. This doesn't get talked about a whole lot, but Tom Savini did an incredible job directing this film and what he does with the characters and whatnot. Some Australian outback horror, Razorback. Good stuff, man. This movie's awesome. This has got one of the funniest lines I've ever heard in a movie. It's great. Let's see, moving on into Universal. We'll close things out with Universal. An American Werewolf in London classic, of course. Debatable what's the greatest werewolf movie ever, but this is definitely in the argument. Army of Darkness, the Screwhead edition. I wasn't too fond on the transfer on this. It just seemed too bright. I don't know. It's weird. Darkest Hour, one of the best biopic movies on Winston Churchill I've ever seen, man. Gary Oldman is fantastic under that makeup. It's insane what he does. And we'll end it off with a classic film from when I was a kid, the original Flash Gordon. Man, Queen soundtrack on this is epic. All right, shelf 3. And then we'll wrap things up here momentarily.